Powerhouse family, how we doing? First of what hopefully is many videos you'll be getting from us. We'll call this the King's Court for now. Of course, I am Jordan O'Donnell. Many of you have heard my voice through the airwaves now for over a year, seeing my blogs, and a little bit maybe getting the pandering that I do here and there, but you can follow me over on Twitter if you love what I've been doing, or if you're just new to the program here. All right, you can go over, follow me on Twitter at King of Takes. I am your king. All right, I'm always gonna be giving you the hottest takes, hottest news, but that's not what we're here for today. Okay, today we're at the King's Court to give you a little bit of an update. All right, earlier in the year, Marchish, maybe a little before March, we did announce on our Facebook page for Powerhouse Athletic that we were going to be moving to a gambling focus. We wanted to focus on the gambling part of business. It was taking off at the time, and we really felt that that was our niche, our calling. And slowly but surely, we've been working our way to that. It always was a little bit of us from day one. For many of you that followed us all the way back at day one, you know that the original mindset of this company was video games, pop culture, sports. We had big, big dreams in mind. And of course, like any company, we learned the hard way that that wasn't exactly the best idea. We've had some fall off amongst us, as any company does, and that's fine. But as any company would do, as the times change, we have to change too. So we made the decision to move into more of a gambling field, and those things have been in the works since then, right? So really, this is an announcement for you, all right? If you've been listening to the podcast, Throwing Smoke, you already know what's going to be coming in this exact video. We released it then, and you got the early bird special by being a part of that podcast. And if you haven't been following the podcast, that's fine. But also, if you've been following the Facebook page, excuse me, you may have already got a little bit of a taste of what we're going to be talking about. So we're going to be moving in a gambling direction. We want to take part more in the gambling in fantasy sports realm. So with that, many of you already know him, the boy wonder himself, Kyle Clifton. He's been on the show multiple times, Throwing Smoke. Me and him have done our own sitting courtside gambling podcast for just college basketball. Well, for us, it just made sense. It meshed really well. So we asked him to come on board. So without further ado, the boy wonder himself, Kyle Clifton, has decided to join the team here at Powerhouse Athletic, and we couldn't be more excited about it. Could not be more excited. All right, he brings on an amazing following. He's been doing it for 6 years now under Kyle Clifton Sports, fantasy, gambling, the whole niche. I think it's going to be amazing for Powerhouse Athletic. But into the addition of him, we have something else that we'd like to announce for you. Today, we will officially be doing business as PHA Bets, or Powerhouse Athletic Bets. It's been a difficult decision for us, but we think it's the right direction for us. You no longer are going to get the hot takes on the street from me and Dylan. You're no longer going to get the hilarious takes, blogs, jokes. You get a little bit of them, but that's no longer going to be our premise. We're moving away from the old Powerhouse Athletic, where we talked about gaming, pop culture, maybe got a little vulgar at times, and still gave you the hot takes and biggest news. That's just not us. We're not ESPN. We're not Bleacher Report. We're not Barstool Sports. But we are Powerhouse Athletic. And for us, we feel our niche going forward and to bring you the best possible product is to move into the gambling and fantasy space. So we have some big ideas coming up with that. We're talking events, live events where you can do some gambling potentially, getting into the fantasy realm where we're going to have people join us and go along with that ride for us. We got more videos, more shows, and a new podcast. That's right, a new podcast. Throwing Smoke, After Dark, and the previous gambling podcast, Power Picks, will all be disappearing. They'll no longer exist. They were a great ride for us, but they no longer fit what we're doing. So we're going to have a brand new podcast coming out next week for all of you. If you've been a listener of Throwing Smoke, you already know this, but the Sports Profits coming out exclusive to all of you and to the world next Tuesday. Do not miss it. First episode. It's going to include me, the boy wonder himself, Kyle Clifton, and everyone's favorite, Dylan Madden, and his strong opinions. We're going to be hammering away. We're going to be giving you best bets, daily fantasy advice, and the advice you need to win your fantasy league. Guaranteed. All right? So, a lot of big news coming for us here. We added Kyle. We're going to be doing business now as PHA Bets, and we got a new podcast. There's going to be more to come. Like I said, this is going to be the first of many of what we'll probably workshop of a name. King's Court, maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. Let us know what you think in the comments. But overall, massive news for us here at Powerhouse Athletic. We could not be more excited to bring on Kyle Clifton and everything he has. The boy wonder himself. Moving in a new direction, going and doing business now as PHA Bets, and adding the new show. I think it's going to be amazing stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed the ride that we've been on for the last year. We're going to continue the ride as long as you continue to support us. And hopefully we got more big news in the way for Powerhouse Athletic.